they have a Los Angeles Times picture of the cove out there where they had 2 million abalone in that middle cove in the abalone harvesting beds. 2 million abalone just in that one small cove down there. It's in a Western, 25th and Western. And what happened is Los Angeles grew with a population this big. Everybody coming on, everybody knows the rules, and everybody wants to take something.
Many people visit the coast for a variety of reasons. Hiking, swimming, scuba diving, fishing, or even just enjoying the view. And we had heard about these amazing tide pools at Abalone Cove Shoreline Park in Palos Verdes, California. So we got in our cars and we drove out to Abalone Cove to examine the tide pool outcomes. We did our research, of course. Abalone Cove is a marine protected area in Los Angeles County. And this protected the coastal ecosystem, which includes prohibiting the take and disturbance of tidal pool animals, such as hermit crabs, sea stars, sea urchins, and sea slugs. And what we saw was that people were still doing the things they weren't supposed to be doing, like taking the animals out of the water, even though there was a numerous amount of signs all over the beach. Were people just not reading them? And these weren't bad people, they just didn't know any better.
This belongs to all of us, and unless parents teach their children courtesy, these things might be gone.
Well, the reason it's diminishing is because it's lack of manpower and lack of resources between the fishing game and between the lifeguarding out here, between the city of Rancho Palos Verdes. There's not enough people to enforce all the tide pool rules and all the rules along the coastline here.
The question is just jurisdiction. Who's really got the jurisdiction? Fish and Wildlife does have California Fish and Wildlife does have the jurisdiction to prevent people from taking animals out of the tide pools. This is a really difficult problem because on the one hand, we're trying to encourage kids to know more about marine organisms and what exists on the coast, and then on the other hand, what we're doing is telling them, yeah, but you can't touch.
Our mission is to promote the safe and healthy enjoyment of the beach for both the animals and the visitors. And in order to do that, we need to get the people engaged with the coasts. So we came back out every week with a transect made out of PVC pipes and measuring tape, which you can find at your local hardware store. And we measured populations of organisms over several weeks in different spots of the cove. And over time, we would find that in areas where there were a lot more people, there was a lot less animals in the water. Really? Yeah. This shows that the visitors are having an impact on marine life.
We knew there was something we could do, so we got involved. And people became curious about what we were doing. So we told them about our research and the message about how they can enjoy the coast while having a minimal impact.
It's fundamentally a matter of education. If kids understand, kids, adults too, understand why they shouldn't disturb these marine animals, then maybe we'll have less of it going on.
It's important to be gentle and sensitive when touching marine life and never handle the animals out of the water. Dogs are also not allowed on the tide pools of marine reserves such as at Abalone Cove, so dog owners should be aware of the rules about pets at their local beach. We want you to help us get the word out and embrace the opportunity to educate people at your local beach about how to enjoy the coast while respecting wildlife.
It's time to get out there, get active,
And show others your seaside pride.